Welcome back to Bespoke Addict. I've got something quite rare to sort of show you, and these are being sold. These are French made. Aubercy, I believe, is the pronunciation, but forgive me if I'm not quite, with my French accent. Never mind. But they are absolutely superb, very, very rare. You just don't see many of these makers. They're it's very similar to Beluti, but there are less Aubercy around than Beluti. Beautiful things, and they're about a UK 11. They're stamped on the bottom 10. French sizing is a size down for whatever reason. I think it's about a 45 EU, 11 UK, and a 12 US. But it's the width fitting that's very wide. They're a H, very, very wide, and they're no good for me. I've got quite skinny feet, and I'm a size 9.5. I think I probably bought these because I thought they were a 10, but they're actually an 11. And I think that sizing thing, that stamp, threw me off. But beautiful things, bright red. They probably don't show up as red as they are on the camera, but they've barely been worn. But there is an issue. Not with this shoe. There's an issue with the other one. They are barely worn, but something has happened to them prior to my ownership. I'm not sure something happened to this shoe. Once again, it's barely been worn, but something has made the toe cap medallion sort of go a little bit crinkly, and it's also affected the edge of the welting. It's this one's perfect. It's got all its tiny little fudge wheel markings as it should be all the way around. That shoe's pretty much perfect. This shoe, I'm afraid, something's happened to it, and it's lost the fudging around the edge here. I suppose if you had a fudge wheel, you could roll it back. I don't know. I've not tried. And that side as well, it's a little bit worse. And a bit here. I don't know what's caused it. Chemical, or maybe it's been somewhere near to a domestic fire in the heat. I don't know what happened. It was like it when I bought them. It's why I bought them, because the seller was selling them because they were damaged. So but I thought they were going to fit me, and I would just wear them as they are, just polish them and enjoy them. They're beautiful shoes. Now, when we're really close like this, the camera is 18 inches away, my eyes are about 9 inches away. It's very clear. But from about a meter, I now can't see it. And I suspect the camera can't see it. The camera is about 1.5 meters. And certainly from the pavement level up to the eye level is nearer to 2 meters. It can't be seen from regular sort of distance. It's only if you get really up close that you can see it. But the damage is there, and it will be very obvious to whoever buys these. So I'm going to be perfectly clear. There is a problem with the left shoe. The right shoe's got no problem at all. The skins are all flexible, the sole's all flexible, they're perfectly wearable, but it just has this unusual damage. I don't know what's caused it. I say it hasn't happened under my ownership. And because they're nowhere near fitting me, they're so wide, a H fitting. I don't know what width fitting I am, because most of my shoes are bespoke and they don't have width. But I've got quite narrow feet, 9.5, and I'm quite, so these are just enormous on me. Somebody with a size 10 foot that had a much heavier build than me, or much wider feet, you'd be able to wear those, no problem at all. Size 11 seems a bit ambitious, if I'm honest. That 10, I don't know. I would, maybe they're a 10.5. I don't think they're quite a size 11. It's unusual, but they're for sale on eBay UK, and I will put I'll put the listing number with this post. And I put the measurements. It will be important to measure everything and measure the vamp, because they are unusually wide. Size H. I've never handled a pair of size H width before, and that's squishy now because I've got a flexible tree inside it. But they are just beautiful things, and somebody will enjoy these. They're quite a pricey shoe. They're about 1,500. Pounds or maybe euros, I can't remember. They're quite pricey, and it's a shame that something like this has happened to a pricey shoe. But it will give somebody the opportunity to buy a shoe they might not ordinarily be able to afford, at a price they can afford, and still get the shoes, but just have to sort of squint a little bit and ignore the damage, which is what I intended to do. I wear shoes that are a bit scruffy from time to time, and I don't mind. I just like the beauty of the shoes. If they'd have fitted me 100%, I'd be keeping these. And those toe tips, they were fitted. Apparently, they were fitted brand new by the maker. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see where these go. They're beautiful, and somebody will definitely want them. But of course, they'll make a fraction of what they would make in bids if they were both in perfect condition. That one's close to being perfect, and of course, this one's got the damage. But we'll see. But the listing's already live. eBay UK. I'll put the listing number with this post.